Right, girls. Come on then. Right, well, it's early in the morning. I've just been along, give the cows a little bit of grass we have got left after this prolonged drought. So I just opened the gate. And I just thought I'd take this. Wait a minute, I'm just going to get in the Land Rover a minute. Or maybe I'll just stand by the cows. Hey cows. Hey girls, don't bother me. Hey girl, don't bother me. Right, well anyway, I thought I'd take this moment really just to reflect on the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, our Queen. Because I think, like most people, you don't really think about, her dying until it actually happens, and then you realise what an impact she's had on you and the world and everyone, like everything really. And also, the fact that I like most people, didn't see it coming. You just had a feeling that the Queen would be there forever, didn't you? Because she's been part of my life as long as I can remember. I've got not a coronation, but I've got a Queen Silver Jubilee mug that I've got in the house, which I had when I was at school in 1977, and even then she'd been around 25 years, and it was no different for most people. She'd been around a long time, and now I'm looking back. We just had the is it a Platinum Jubilee, 70 years on the throne, and my goodness, what a woman, eh? She achieved so much. She was just an incredible person that just gelled with so many people. I think the one thing that I was really surprised about in her passing is, so I appreciate that not everyone really maybe supports the royal family and thinks, why have we got it? But I've hardly heard anyone dissing her or, since she's died. You know what it's like when someone dies, there's always someone who wants to put the boot in. Let me shut that door a minute. Put the boot in and say, oh yeah, she was rubbish or he was rubbish, or whatever. I haven't seen that. Even the people that aren't fans of the royal family. I saw one mad woman on Instagram, TikTok. She put a video out called Jackie's Chip Shop up in Scotland about, she's glad she died. Oh my goodness me, it all kicked off then, and I think she got a window smashed in on the chip shop. She got thrown out of the town because it just shows you how many people really respected the Queen. She was, she's an amazing woman. Basically, you just got the feeling that, I dare say, in her younger days, she would have jumped in that Land Rover and driven it down there. I've seen pictures of her driving a Land Rover. She would have got on and driven a tractor. But at the same time, she could have gone into a hospice and related to the people that were there, who were going through difficult times. She was just kind of like, she related to so many people. And in the end, you just saw that last final pictures of her meeting the Prime Minister, and she'd gone from this powerful woman to basically effectively your sweet old grandmother, the sort of woman who would have a Werther's Original in her handbag and a little tissue stuffed up her sleeve in case one of the grandchildren got a runny nose. And it was kind of heartening to see she was still really out there, because let's face it, 96, she still wanted to do her duty, but at the same time it was really sad to see someone decline so much, and yet this is the thing, 96, she was still up for meeting the Prime Minister, even if it had to be in Balmoral, because if people who want to slate the royal family, you can't slate them for being skivers, can you? Because if someone wanted to sit on their ass and do nothing when they're past retirement, she could have done it, couldn't she? She could have got to 80 and gone, do you know what, I've done my bit, I'm not doing anything else. Yet she just kept going, didn't she? Okay, she reduced what she could do towards the end, but that wasn't her fault. That was because of ill health. And, what an example to her all. She was a diplomat. She was non-political, which is very important. My thoughts on the royal family are, why do we need them? We need people that aren't politicians. We need people that will go and speak to everyone. There's no angle there. They're not going in there to try and promote themselves for election. They haven't got an agenda as in, this is our left-wing view or our right-wing view. They're people that are fairly neutral, and they can talk to people, the public. The days of us going and being deferential because they are the king have gone, I think, or the queen, because we're not that sort of society anymore. We're not like we were hundreds of years ago, where it's Your Majesty, you are the, we're decent with these people because they're decent with us, I think. And I think we're going forward with Charles. From a farming point of view, I think he's got more of an understanding than a lot of politicians, but bearing in mind he does own some farmland and he does run the duchy. And whether you like Charles or not, he was really on it with the environmental side of farming a long time before a lot of other people were, but not in a kind of bonkers vegan tree planting over productive farmland environmental way like it seems to be going with the government. And I think the thing with Charles is that he's an old guy. He's still, I don't know how old he is. Is he 76? So he might only have a limited time as being a king, but what you've got going through with William and Kate are, again, I think, decent people that I would happily see as king and queen, and following on from a legacy left by maybe Diana and the queen, in the fact that they are people that, although they're royal family, I think the public can relate to them and will already love them. So anyway, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because I appreciate not everyone likes the royal family. They think it's a waste of money. And, you hear some people just moan about that. But what would the world be like if we didn't have a royal family? It'd be a boring, dull place, England, wouldn't it? Whether you're into the actual aspect of being royal, or whether you just appreciate the buildings and the pageantry and the joy that they bring. When we had the Jubilee celebrations, it brought everyone together and we had a really good party. And I think a lot of people won't admit to liking the royal family, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, deep underneath, as we've seen with the loss of the Queen, people do appreciate them. So I certainly do. And you'll always see me in a Union Jack jacket at certain things. That's my thing. Because cut me through, I've got a Union Jack through the middle of here. Anyway, God bless Queen Elizabeth, and God save the King. Crack on.